Meet the Rams Homerun Alley, season number 2, episode number 3, alongside head baseball coach Bobby Garza. I'm Will Conerly, and Coach, a couple weekends under your belt. First, let's start. What are your impressions of your club after a couple weekends?
Well, right now we're 4-2. We were going into our 7th game of the season, and the rain got us. But leading up to that point, we've played okay. We've only had about 3 days out on the field since coming back from Christmas, so we knew there was going to be some kinks that we had to work out, but the boys are playing well. We're swinging the bat okay, and the pitching staff's done a phenomenal job. So we're looking forward to this coming up weekend, and we're playing some good teams.
Certainly you are. We're going to get to that, but I still want to focus on this past weekend. You pick up 3 wins. You mentioned the rain washes away one of the games, but overall, really good starting pitching effort there from Bells. Talk about his performance and what you saw from him.
Yeah, Travis is a really good pitcher. Throws fastball, slider, changeup, has the ability to mix up the pitches in any count. Just very calm demeanor about who he is, and he did really well for us. He can come out of the bullpen, he can start, and we can even close him if we need him to. So very versatile type of pitcher for us in our arsenal.
And speaking of pitchers, I mean, as well, out of the back end of the bullpen, you were able to pick up a save, and then also Carvajal, he's done some good work out of the back end too.
Yeah, Jorge's done a phenomenal job for us. Anytime we give him the ball, you can just see the light switch gets turned on, and his mindset is game over. So he's done a really good job out of the bullpen, but he's definitely deserving of some starts, and hopefully throughout the year we'll give him some starts so that he can extend his innings per week. But having him in the bullpen is definitely a plus for us, but also having him start some games will be huge for us as well. So we're glad he's here. We're excited for him and for the season that he's going to have for us.
And speaking of that, offensively, you don't always see a performance like Hayden Hutchins had this past weekend, and you usually don't see it out of the 9th spot in the lineup, but he had an impressive weekend for sure, launching 3 balls over the wall. What'd you see from him?
Well, Hayden's done really good at just establishing his approach at the plate, creating a plan of understanding where the runners are, what the pitcher's doing. He's done a really good job of putting the barrel on the bat. And, you know, realistically, he could have some more home runs that opening weekend. The wind was blowing in. So he's done good. I know 9th spot is kind of unconventional for where he belongs, but we're really trying to lengthen out our lineup and trying to do some crazy, goofy things with our lineup that allows us to really expand and extend our lineup. So, you know, Hayden's done great, and we're hoping that he can continue this throughout the season, especially this upcoming weekend.
And we'll get to that. One more thing on this past weekend. Brandon Rincone's also able to square up a couple baseballs. He has one leave the yard. And for your all-conference shortstop, a catalyst in the middle of the order, that could be signs for a lot more of good coming from Mr. Rincone's.
Yeah, Brandon's done a phenomenal job. You know, last year he led the country for most of the time for amount of doubles in the season. So that's who he is, right? You just pencil him in, smile, kick your feet up, and you know he's going to give you his best effort, and he's going to have great at-bats at the plate. He's definitely a catalyst in our offense.
So you've hinted at it a couple times. This coming weekend, big one for you. Tell us a little bit about the upcoming matchups. I know you started the year off with a nationally ranked team in Kansas Wesleyan, and now playing some good teams as well this weekend. Tell the fans a little bit about the experience coming up.
Yeah, Cajun Collision out in Louisiana, Sterlington, Louisiana. It's being hosted by LSU Shreveport, and Brad and his staff, and even his wife, who's an athletic trainer, they do a phenomenal job of putting on this event. It's a big event. We've got 25 of the toughest teams in the country, 25 of, you know, call it top 40 teams in the country that are coming to this event. So you've got to be ready to play. It's get on the field, go play your 7 innings, and get out, because there's another group of teams coming in to play, and you got to be ready to go, right? Any mistake can be magnified, whether it's in the first inning, first batter, first pitch, or you know, in the 6th, 7th inning of the game. So this is definitely playoff baseball early in the season. but it also gives us Raiders and other coaches across the country the ability to see other teams that maybe we wouldn't be able to see throughout the year. So it's a really great event. We're looking forward to getting out there. And again, Brad and his staff and the whole LSU Shreveport athletic department do a phenomenal job of putting this on. And same with Sterlington, Louisiana, and the people of Monroe. They really welcome everybody into to the state of Louisiana.
And it has to be a lot of fun, and I'm sure an honor as well to be able to be a part of this tournament. I mean, the premier NAIA baseball tournament in the country put on here. It's a lot of fun, and like you said, a little bit of scouting going on for even the teams that you're not going to see or not going to play.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see other teams, and especially when you've got the caliber of players or caliber of teams that are coming in. We have the ability, especially myself as a Raider for our conference, to be able to look at other teams and kind of sit in and evaluate them on where they stand and moving forward. So this may be the only time we see a team from Oregon. As you know, we're playing Oregon Tech the last game that we're out there at the Cajun. So this will be the only time we get to see them until we meet them again, either in the regional opening round tournament or possibly the World Series. So it's a great event, and we're looking forward to it.
And also, I think the fans are looking forward to someone else. Let's shift gears just a little bit. Coach, you hinted at it last time we talked, but you said you had something in the works. It's public information now, but if fans don't know, tell us a little bit about a unique fundraiser.
Yes, it definitely is public now. It's on all of our social media sites, but we are hosting a fundraiser for our baseball program. All the funds go to the boys. So it's definitely something that we want people to be a part of here at Texas Wesleyan University. But we're hosting a car show. It's something different. It's unique, and from what we can gather, it's one of the only car shows that the benefit goes towards the sports team. So it'll be here at Texas Wesleyan. It's March 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There'll be music. There'll be fun. We have raffle prizes, lots of fun. And then awards around 2 p.m. So there'll be food trucks out there. Our players will be out there. So we really want people to come and be a part of it. And come shake Brandon Rincones' hand. Come see Hayden Hutchins and all the players that we have. And we have a very unique roster, from players from Aruba to the Dominican, players from all over the United States. So it's a really cool event. And really, it's not about whether you have a classic vehicle or a show vehicle. It's really about coming out and supporting the baseball program. So we have about 35 spaces total that we're offering out to the public, and we're probably around 40% already sold. So if you want to come out and bring your vehicle, regardless if it's a classic vehicle or it's a modern vehicle that's been really just kind of lifted and huge speakers, bring your bike. My brother and my cousins, I remember growing up, and they used to have the BMX bike. So we want motorcycles, we want bikes, we want trucks, we want cars, we want Kia Fortes, we want Mitsubishi Outlanders, we want Nissan Maximas, we want 1974 Ford F-250s, we want it all. So just come on out, and even if you don't want to participate, come on out, or even if you don't want to purchase a spot in the car show, come on out and be a part of it, and come see all the fun that we're going to have.
Okay, so March 10th car show.
March
Book
10th.
it on your calendars. But also, I got to wonder, head coach of a program, you're looking ways to raise money. How did this come about? Yeah,
so it's kind of a long story. Really, it started when my wife got pregnant with my daughter, and I traded my truck in and bought her a new vehicle so that she could feel comfortable and safe. And I always told her, I said, whenever it got to the point I wanted to go get another truck, and years go on and didn't really need a truck, and really it just got to the point to where I was in the market now, recently to buy a truck. And I've always had fond memories as a child, just, my parents taking me to go get ice cream and burgers as a kid, and that was a kind of something that I wanted to do with my daughter and my wife and my family. So I wound up buying a classic truck. I bought a 1974 F-250, and it's been about a little over 2 months. And as I was searching through social media, I saw a former player here at Texas Wesleyan, Jesse Wright, and he's a part of. He owns a company. Him and his family own a company, Wright Bro Customs, and he was entering a truck show. It's called Truck Fest 2024, and I thought, hey, that's a really cool idea. Hey, let's go check it out. So we went out there and had a good time, and of course, Jesse and his crew and his team over at Wright Bro Customs swept the awards. They did a phenomenal job. And when we were on our way home, I reached out to Jesse, just kind of my thoughts, and I reached out to Jesse and I thought, hey, we can do this. It may not be at this level, this magnitude, but we can definitely do this. And I asked him if he'd want to help out, and he's been phenomenal, just giving us ideas and just kind of leading the charge and helping us get this thing organized. But yeah, it came from really Jesse Wright submitting that he was going to go to this truck show, and that's how the ball started rolling. And here we are. It's we'll have flyers and the website to sign up. We'll have it posted somewhere. I don't know if I can put my hand like this and maybe it pops up. I don't know, but we have all the information on our websites, and we'll post all that stuff for everybody. But yeah, it really came down to Jesse just kind of saying he's going to do it, and the ability to go out there with our truck with my family, and now here we are, and we're really looking forward to this. It's going to be a great event, and yeah, come on out, be a part of it.
I love it. Love the creativity and love the story.
Yeah, something new, something different. Yeah.
About how that came about. And so more new things, more different things happening this coming weekend as Texas Wesleyan is going to be in the Cajun Collision. Going to be a big-time matchup. And, Coach, appreciate your time here on Meet the Rams Home Run Alley, episode number 3. Certainly believe it was a success as we recap the first 2 weekends, talked about what's upcoming this weekend, and, of course, what's upcoming March 10th with the car show.